Hello, good evening, good morning, good afternoon to everyone watching across the globe, and welcome back to the second and final day of the HBT at Toc-H Public School. I hope you are all as excited as I am to witness another round of innovative and inspiring presentations.
Yesterday, we had the pleasure of seeing six incredible teams share their ideas and showcase their hard work. And today, we are set for another thrilling lineup of six teams who are ready to impress us with their creativity, passion, and ingenuity.
A special welcome to our judges, participants, and all the audience members joining us today. Your support is what makes this event a massive success.
Now, before we commence, let's begin with a heartfelt prayer that sets the tone for yet another remarkable event.
Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, holy be your name. Your kingdom come, your will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us today our daily bread and forgive us our sins as we forgive those who sin against us. Do not bring us to the test, but deliver us from all evil. Amen.
Thank you, Olivia. Now, without further ado, let's dive into today's program by watching a short video.
Wow, that was incredible, wasn't it, Sandra?
Yes, Siddharth. Now, let's have a first team, shall we?
All right, so this is the moment all of you have been waiting for. Okay, back to the presentations, back to the theme projects. And first up, we have the IoT team. The team members are Anika Jayakrishnan, Abhinav A. Nair, Jeevan George, and Adil Ablash. And they're all set to present their innovative projects in IoT technology, where they have explored the possibilities of IoT, focusing on their integration with smart devices and networks for enhanced connectivity, automation, and real-time data solution. Over to you guys.
IoT, a network of connected devices and the technology that facilitates communication between the devices and the cloud, as well as between the devices themselves, crafting a smarter tomorrow today. Under the basics of IoT, we have the architecture of IoT, which has three main layers: the perception layer, network layer, application layer, etc. Now, we have industrial Internet of Things, next generation Internet of Things as part of IoT. IoT platforms such as Blink and Arduino IoT helps us program and connect IoT devices together. Let's dive into the first topic, health in IoT.
Imagine your health as a playlist and IoT is the DJ remixing it for a better tune. Consumer IoT devices like smartwatches and glucose monitors track vitals in real time, empowering doctors and patients with instant feedback. Through the application layer, telemedicine makes healthcare accessible from your couch, while the data management layer ensures sensitive data remains secure and HIPAA compliant. In high stakes environments like the military, IOMT monitors soldiers' vitals in real time, safeguarding them during missions. With 5G, these systems transmit massive health data sets instantly, making life changing decisions faster than a heartbeat. And here's where IoT gets even more exciting. Imagine wearable patches that monitor hydration or nutrients, alerting you when you need your water or vitamins, revolutionizing proactive care. The future of IoT in health isn't just smart, it's life changing. But IoT doesn't just revolutionize in personal health, it scales up entire cities, creating intelligent environments that adapt to the needs of their citizens.
Smart cities bring IoT to life on a massive scale. Infrastructure IoT monitors everything from transportation to utilities, ensuring efficiency and sustainability. Urban digital twins create visual city models simulating real world scenarios to solve problems before they occur. For instance, Amsterdam uses IoT to reroute traffic dynamically, reducing congestion and improving energy efficiency. Meanwhile, military IoT strengthens security with advanced surveillance systems. The perception layer collects data passed via the gateway layer to the application layer, where solutions like smart grids and waste management systems come to life. With 5G, cities operate in real time, preparing for disasters or managing resources seamlessly. Imagine IoT powered urban farms growing food in skyscrapers, optimizing water and nutrients for sustainability. These cities aren't just smart, they are future ready. Now let's bring this intelligence home where IoT transfers from a sprinter into a butler, anticipating your needs and creating the ultimate personalized experience.
Moving automation becomes a personal assistant adapting to your daily life. Consumer IoT devices like smart lights, thermostats, security systems makes our home smarter and safer. The sensing layers collect the data from the sensors, while the application layer lets you control everything from your coffee maker to your security cameras with just a simple tap. The middleware layers ensure seamless communication between devices, while scalability allows for adding new gadgets effortlessly. With Edge layer, processing a locally and 5G providing lightning fast connectivity. Your homes doesn't just react space. Imagine lighting systems that analyze your voice or expression, adjusting brightness to match your mood. This is home automation at its most intuitive. To make all this happen in real time, IoT relies powerful enablers, edge computing. It's what ensures split-second decisions across homes, cities, and also beyond.
Edge computing puts the brains of IoT right where the action is, processing data locally instead of sending it to distant servers. At the edge layer, devices like autonomous cars or disaster response systems process critical data on site. The processing layer filters raw data, turning it into actionable insights, while the middleware layer ensures IoT devices talk to each other fluently. Think of it this way. Your autonomous car doesn't need to call home to avoid a pothole. It processes data locally and acts immediately. In emergencies, disaster drones and could scan earthquake zones in real time, identifying survivors or hazards without waiting for cloud servers. With 5G, these systems operate faster than you can blink, scaling across industries to create safer, smarter solutions. We have seen IoT transform health, homes, and cities powered by edge computing for instant decisions. But IoT isn't just about large scale systems, it's about small, innovative ideas that make these visions tangible. Imagine a congested city where small, agile vehicles deliver essentials or inspect hard to reach areas. That's where our prototype comes in. A Wi Fi controlled car showcasing IoT's power in action. And yes, you can even control it yourself. Let's see how it works.
The prototype is a Wi-Fi controlled car that demonstrates the power of IoT in real-time remote operations. Its core is ESP8266 Wi-Fi module connected to an L298N motor driver that controls the four motors of the car, powered by the lithium-ion batteries for consistent performances. The device is operated through Blink IoT applications, which communicates with the ESP8266 to send commands over the internet. When you move the joysticks on the application, the signals are processed by the ESP8266, which then activates the four motors to execute the process movements forward, backward, and sideways. This seamless integration of connectivity and control showcases IoT's versatility, offering potential applications in smart cities for resource delivery, traffic inspection, or emergency response. And just you can try controlling it yourselves to the experience IoT firsthand. So we will be showing the live presentation from my house to Jeevan's home. So let's see how it works. Jeevan, so this is our car. It is controlled by Jeevan through his mobile application. Uh, wait. So yeah, that's it for our presentation. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, team. That was a wonderful presentation, and it was very interesting to see your project, and it was very fun. So now I invite our very dear Esther ma'am to ask them some questions for your feedback. Please do go ahead, ma'am.
Thank you. First of all, boys, I think you should be very, very proud of your presentation. I personally learned a lot. I really like that you applied it to real life context, which was my first question. So I'm glad that you answered that already in your presentation. Now that you've done the presentation, you've given us a good prototype as well of how it works. How did your exploration of IoT technologies and applications in various sectors, such as smart homes, healthcare, agriculture, and transportation, deepen your understanding of how interconnected devices can revolutionize processes?
We can control things from our homes, and for agriculture and such essential things that we need in our daily life, such as health and food and all those things. IoT and the interconnection of devices and how we can control it and how we can do things with that, it is actual the future. We can do everything that we see in sci-fi movies, from just edge computing, the how fast the communication between devices has become, and how it will go on to be more faster and more reliant. It is really the future, and we can make a lot of great things. This is the star prototype, and we can be even larger and more efficient, more super kind of prototypes and other technologies with IoT.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you. And in creating your prototype, was there any challenges that you faced? And if you did face them, how did you go about overcoming them as a collaborative team?
See, we didn't have that much of complicated problems. We only had the problems which were related to the connection of it to our mobile from anywhere in the world. So the problem was that we can't connect it to the servers using the ESP8266 because of the uh, auth code that we had implemented. So that was the only problem we faced during the developing this prototype.
Okay. And what's the best part of this process? How did you feel as a team in collaborating together in creating this model?
It was a wonderful experience sharing everything and overcoming the difficulties for the server connections and everything. We did have some times when we were a bit conflicted what to do if something goes wrong, but as a team, we all worked hard as a teamwork, and I'm sure I'm very happy with the final work of our prototype.
Thank you so much for sharing, team. Well done.
All right, so thank you, ma'am. Now, unfortunately, due to some technical reasons, Sunanda ma'am is unable to join us. But don't worry, to cover up for her, we have our ever ready Tessie ma'am, our very own principal. So, Tessie ma'am, over to you for your feedback and questions.
Good morning, Esther ma'am. Good evening, Team Toc-H. It is great to be back on day 2. I had a question framed in my mind, and that was blown away by Esther ma'am regarding what were the hardships or the challenges they faced when they were doing this, because it is really innovative. But I have one more question to you. We talk about all these facilities that are going to help us, if these are going to add on to our home atmosphere. What about the safety aspect of it and the privacy aspect of it? Would anybody like to answer that?
Privacy is a great concern for everyone because devices being connected to each other and we can talk and things like that. I mean, you can control that car from wherever you are. For example, Tessie ma'am, if you have your phone, if you have the app, if you have the password, you can control that car. So if that is led to like big hackers and people who will use it for negative things, it's a great concern and people actually
Aren't
look
we
forward.
aren't we exposed a little bit more than we were before? Don't you feel so, children?
Yes, ma'am, indeed.
Yeah. I
And so
just
it's a
wanted to.
great concern.
Yeah, you've done the work very well. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Over to you, Siddharth and
Okay,
Sandra.
thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Esther, ma'am. Thank you, Tessie, ma'am, for your feedback. And thank you so much, team. That was a wonderful presentation and a passionate session of question answers. So now it's over to Sandra for the first question of the day.
Yes. So, guys, just like yesterday, today we'll be having a quiz round. But for those who had not been here yesterday, there's basically a quiz round for the YouTube viewers. Okay, it is exclusively for the YouTube viewers. So, my young creative minds here, please do not answer. So, the question is, how many satellites are required for the Global Positioning System (GPS) to provide accurate location data worldwide? So, the timer is 45 seconds. And yes, the time is up. Next up, the topic we are having is space technology. Space technology is actually a very vast and interesting topic right now, but then I guess often our knowledge is often confined to our textbooks. So now we have with us the team Aprita, Advait Vivek, Shaurya Pratap Singh, and today they'll be presenting their research project on space technology, the future trends, applications, and the impact on various industries. Over to you, team.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, judges. Our topic is space technology. Space technology is the technologies related to launch vehicles, spacecraft designs, payloads, spacecraft operations, and ground based systems as highlighted in the context of space programs. I have also added some of the uses of space technologies here. History of space technology. Sputnik 1 was the first satellite to orbit the Earth and paved the way for future missions. To test the life support system for future human space travel, the Soviet Union lost Sputnik 2 with a dog named Laika. The first human in space was Yuri Gagarin and first man on moon was Neil Armstrong. Their flight inspired generations of scientists and engineers for space exploration. India has made significant achievements in space. The father of Indian space program was Dr. Vikram Sarabhai, and our first satellite was Aryabhatta. I have included here Astrosat, Chandrayaan-3, and Gaganyaan. Astrosat is India's first dedicated multi-wavelength space telescope. Chandrayaan is India's landmark mission, and Chandrayaan-3 is the third mission of the Chandrayaan program by ISRO. Gaganyaan is our dream and a prestigious project. Its critical technologies include human-rated launch vehicle, crew escape system, and life support system. NASA has made key areas of involvement in space technology. We have included here Apollo 11, James Webb Space Telescope, and Boeing Starliner. You know, Boeing Starliner is a spacecraft which is designed to carry the crew. It is built by the Boeing Aerospace Company and it is carried to the outer space with the help of Atlas V rocket for a crewed mission which involves Sunita Lin, Williams, and Barry Eugene Wilmore. They are the most experienced astronauts in NASA. The Boeing Starliner was faced with issues. Now they are the part of Expedition 72 crew. Space technology is more than rockets and satellites. They are an essential part of our modern life. Here I have added here a few. The future of space technology is not just about exploring the universe. It is about reshaping humanity's potential. Now I invite Shaurya Pratap Singh to talk about current trends in space technology.
Now we understood what is space technology. Let's check current trends in space technology. The Europa Clipper is NASA's mission to explore Jupiter's moon, Europa. It launched on 14 October 2024. Robots in space technology. There are two types of robots: rovers, which move on planets and celestial bodies; orbiters, which orbit around planets and celestial bodies. Third feature is advanced propulsion. This makes space travel easier. There are electric propulsion, nuclear propulsion, non-chemical propulsion. ACS-3 is Advanced Composite Solar Cell System. It is used in solar relation pressure for propulsion. It helps to explore distant celestial bodies. Space technology development since 2024. Aditya L1 spacecraft, INSAT 3DS satellite, SpaceX Starship, the James Webb Space Telescope discovered three ultra-massive galaxies, and Hubble telescope uncovered the small exoplanet which have water vapor in its atmosphere. Big movements in 2024 in the field of privatization, space finance, and business evolution in space technologies. In India, ISRO did many successful missions like Chandrayaan and Aditya L1 using full of new technologies. These are some of our future planned missions: NISAR, Gaganyaan, X-ray polarimeter satellite, Venus and Mars orbiter mission, AstroSat 2. Now I invite Arpita for its space tourism.
Tourism. We are in the new era of space tourism. Space tourism is human space travel for recreational or business purposes. There are three types of space tourism: orbital, suborbital, and lunar space tourism. The atmosphere has many layers. There is a line called the Karman line which separates the Earth's atmosphere from outer space. Anything flying below this line is called aircraft, and above it is called spacecraft. There are some attractions of space tourism. We can experience breathtaking views of the Earth, zero gravity, luxurious amenities of spacecraft. It is an opportunity for scientific researchers. It is a path for interplanetary travel, and it offers a unique opportunity to witness the wonders of space. The future of space tourism looks full of exciting possibilities. In 2001, the American entrepreneur Dennis Tito becomes the first self-funded space tourist. In 2021, three multimillionaires, Elon Musk, the owner of SpaceX, Richard Branson, Virgin Galactic Holdings, and Jeff Bezos, Blue Origin, made space tourism more famous. In May 2024, Gobicha Thotakura became the first Indian space tourist. That there are some advantages of space tourism like increase in commercial activities and economic growth, employment to skilled people, technological advancements, and it promotes adventure tourism. On the other hand, there are some challenges of space tourism like environmental impacts, safety concerns, need for a lot of training and preparations, cost, space debris, and resource depletion. India is also involved in the space tourism sector. ISRO is working towards commercializing space tourism and researching on cost-efficient space program. ISRO is developing a space tourism module for an estimated cost of Rs 6 crore per trip. The Indian government is actively encouraging private participation in the space tourism sector. The invention of reusable rockets, lightweighted spacesuit, advanced life support system, and space communication and AI made space travel more precise. Space tourism holds immense potential as private companies and government-backed missions push the boundaries of space exploration. The market landscape of space tourism continues to evolve. The combination of technological advancements, private investments, and a growing interest in the space exploration is paving way for space travel to become a reality accessible to the common tourist. The development and use of technologies for activities beyond the Earth's atmosphere and for studying about space. Thank you.
Thank you guys for that wonderful presentation. I'm sure that all of us got a chance to take a deeper step into what space technology actually is. Now we are all eagerly waiting for the judgments, right? Over to you, Isra ma'am.
Thank you. Well done for that wonderful presentation, boys. What were the most fascinating aspects of space operations that you discovered during your research into space technology?
Thank
We understood that the space is a unending big area, and cannot understand most of the technological aspects, but we still are trying to understand most of it because we are interested in that.
Thank you. Anyone else want to elaborate?
Can you repeat the question once again?
No, that was wonderful. Thank you very much for your answer. Thank you so much. What implications do you think there are for future space missions?
Can you repeat the question, Miss? I did
Yes.
hear.
What implications do you believe there are for future space missions?
Mm,
In the future, what do you think the implications may be?
maybe the mass, like astronomers can be land if there's safety. They'll research if it's safe, so they can land in the Mars, and they are researching for the Europa, the Jupiter's moon, because it found it like it have the water vapor, so it can be like that. So it have can be life on that planet also.
How did you boys enjoy doing this process together?
We understood a lot of things that we didn't know.
Yes, miss.
Okay. So you got to gain a lot of information together. You got to gain knowledge together.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
Now over to our dearest principal, Tessie ma'am.
Great work, children. What I would like to know is you did a vast research, I know that. And in being in class 6, it is too young a age to start the research, and you have tried to attempt it. What were the hardships you encountered during this journey? Because you have tried to pull in a lot of information. What were the threats you felt or the hardships when you're doing this teamwork?
A lot of information that
Yes.
we were confused.
Yes,
You were
miss. We are
confused.
Yeah.
Okay.
confused on the
Like
which
lot
point
of
we.
sentences was making us mistaken, but we have but we try to manage, and with the time management, speaking fluently and all.
Only 7
Yeah,
We
Shaurya, you wanted to tell something?
like in that we face many problems in that, and some feedbacks misses and our sirs give, so from that we can come here.
There was a lot of information you had to gather, and you were having the challenge of how to arrange it in a sequential order. That obviously was a challenge for you, but you tried to manage it. Very good. Keep it up, children. Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
Thank you, miss.
All right.
Siddharth?
Yeah. Sorry. Yes. So thank you,
Was
ma'am.
it?
Okay, thank you, ma'am. That was wonderful. Thank you, team, for that wonderful project. Seems like both of us faced a bit of internet difficulties, and we apologize on our behalf. So back to the projects. Okay. So from space technology, why not another futuristic, but also present in the present thing. Okay. Next up is artificial intelligence, and the team members are Rishabh Sunil, Krishikesh N, Navneet Krishna, and Hasina Adu. They will be presenting their project on artificial intelligence. From machines that learn to systems that think, we are living in a world where AI is unlocking endless possibilities. And to tell us what those possibilities are, here we have the team. So over to you, team.
Good evening, honorable judges. I'm Hasina, and I'm pleased to be presenting today alongside my team, Rishabh, Rishikesh, and Navneet. Our topic is artificial intelligence, and we're excited to share our insights with you. So let's start with the basics. What is AI? Essentially, it's about creating computer systems that can think and learn like humans. This includes tasks like problem solving, decision making, and learning from experience. Machine learning is a key part of AI, allowing systems to improve over time based on the data they receive. You may have already encountered AI in your daily lives through virtual assistants like Siri and Alexa, self-driving cars, or personalized recommendations on Netflix or Amazon. Within AI, there are several subfields that are particularly noteworthy. One of these is natural language processing or NLP. NLP enables computers to understand and generate human language, which has opened up new possibilities for applications like language translation, sentiment analysis, and chatbots. Another important area is deep learning, a type of machine learning that uses neural networks to analyze complex data. Deep learning has been instrumental in achieving state of the art results in areas like image recognition, speech recognition, and natural language processing. Finally, robotics is another field that's closely tied to AI. Robotics involves the design and development of intelligent systems that can interact with and adapt to their environment. With the help of AI, robots can learn from experience, navigate complex spaces, and even make decisions autonomously. Today, we'll be exploring AI's current applications and what the future might hold. We'll also discuss some of the challenges associated with AI and how we can address them. Navneet, would you like to take it from here?
So benefits of AI. Increased automation. AI is used to make extreme labor and process of recruitment is now used. And smart decision making. AI is used in lots of smart decision making. Now you're using ChatGPTs to just make a smart decision. Solve complex problems like doing maths homework and even writing an assignment is also used. Managing repetitive tasks, that is such as Google, Alexa, and Siri, is used to control your home and IoT based objects at home. What problems can AI solve? Cybersecurity, healthcare, research, and transport. Cybersecurity is used for detecting spam. Healthcare is used for checking the medical records, research, and finding data. And transportation, and we also know that Tesla is a self-driven car. Now handing to Rishabh.
Now, explaining about the project, let's look at the global scenario. Around 70 million people globally have deafness and cannot hear. But out of these 70 million people, only 2% are able to understand sign language. So in order to tackle this, we have created a project which detects sign language using computer vision. Our project ensures that it detects the sign language using computer vision, even though there are hearing aids and other things, they are much more expensive and cannot be afforded by everyone. So we are creating a cheaper version of it so that everyone can use it. At its core, a project isn't just about technology, it's about a better way of the deaf to communicate with each other. Now let me take you through the steps about it. Using computer OpenCV, we capture about 100 pictures of various sign languages and it tries to identify patterns in it. Now in the processing, media pipe extracts hand points like joints, etc. These are then stored for model training. Now, using random forest, we train all these features with the dataset split into technical sets for evaluation. Now, the tools which we used for this were Python, scikit-learn, OpenCV, VS Code, random forest, a custom ASL dataset, and MediaPipe. ASL, or American Sign Language, is a visual language used by the deaf to communicate with each other. It relies on hand gestures, body movements, etc. Today, it plays a vital role in making the deaf people communicate with each other. Now I hand over to Navneet, who will explain to you about our dataset and the model.
So our system uses OpenCV to capture gesture images via webcam. You can create data sets for any sign languages. You can also train them and to recognize them. Media pipe extracts key landmarks, which are then normalized and used as features for training. So we use random forest, which learns from the detected landmarks and class labels. Random forest is a machine learning algorithm that works by creating decisions trees and combining the predictions to improve accuracy and reduce overfitting. It is ancestors in sign language and is complex data with simplicity. Now I'm going to hand it over to Rishikesh, who's going to show you the prototype model.
Now, let's look at how things turned out and some of the hurdles we faced along the way. Our model achieved an accuracy about 99%, meaning 99% of the test samples were correctly classified. In real-time testing, the system can predict gestures, highlight the detected hand, and display the predicted gesture along with its confidence score. There were two major challenges: the dataset size. Since our dataset was relatively small, the model struggled to generalize for different users, different hands, or environments. Environmental factors such as poor lighting, busy backgrounds, or unusual hand positions sometimes threw off the system. For example, under dim lighting, MediaPipe had trouble identifying hand landmarks. To address these issues, we are planning to expand our dataset and use data augmentation techniques to improve generalization. We are also looking into more advanced models which can handle complex patterns and gestures more effectively. Now let's look at the program working in real time. As you can see, the real-time project identifies the letters and the the recognition rate of this. Miss, can I continue the ending part?
Right.
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Thank you, team. That was a wonderful presentation. It was really exciting to see your project. And thank you for informing us on how AI and artificial intelligence can help in the betterment of the world, how it helps for societies. So, over to you, Esra, ma'am. Please do continue. Thank you.
Thank you. I really did enjoy that presentation, boys. Well done. I'm a huge fan of anything to do with inclusion, so I like that you've incorporated that. How did your project highlight the transformative power of AI in bridging communication gaps and fostering inclusivity?
This project fits perfectly with today's trends and technologies and innovation. With the rise of AI and machine learning, we are seeing more tools designed to make life easier and more inclusive. By using computation models like random forest, we are taking advantage of cutting edge advancements to create a system that runs on everyday devices like webcams. No expensive hardware needed. It's also in line with the global push towards the accessibility and breaking down communication barriers, making it relevant and meaningful in today's world.
Good. Well done. Thank you. And can you elaborate on the process of training AI systems to recognize and interpret sign language gestures? So I know that you were doing these signs so that the AI could read it. Can you elaborate more on that? How did you find that experience? Was there any challenges?
Yes, miss, there were quite a lot of challenges. For example, as I told you, the environment factors, such as if I turn on another light, the thing does not recognize much because of the data set that is relatively small. So we might need more hands, the more signs, and many other sign language are also present nowadays. So it might be a difficult task to give every single data set.
Okay,
It takes time, but we can do that.
Okay, good. And can somebody, well, you've already answered about the challenges. Can somebody else help me understand the process of you working together? How did you find that experience?
So basically, it was actually a nice topic, and because we were like working together in code, and all of us learned VS Code, we also took some knowledge from other people, and they also helped us a bit in this code, like how we should do it, and we also used a VS Code. Like we tried it about 20 times, about like 20 to 30 times. So we just learned together the whole code, and we explained to them, and they understood it just by like learning the whole code.
It's been exciting to be a part of something so impactful also.
I agree for sure. Well done, boys. It's a great job that you've done. Thank you.
Thank you, miss.
All
And
right. Thank you, team. It was exciting seeing your energy and passion to the project. And thank you, Esther ma'am, for the questions. Now over to you, Tessie ma'am.
Okay, well done, children. You have the new concept and the new trend, which is going to take us into the new future. This is going to be the new normal, I suppose.
yes,
But on a screen, how can you identify whether it is an AI or an original person? Because there are AIs that I have seen which resemble live people. And when I attended a training, I happened to see that live in front of me happening. But how do you discriminate or how do you identify whether it is a real person or an AI?
The
Somebody
body
can answer.
language of the body
so
language of the
yeah.
model.
So basically, we have given the data set due to the hand recognition gesture, due to the hand, like we are going to give a hand gesture. Example, this is the hand gesture. It's only been implemented to the code. So this hand has been implemented to the code. So example, AI, they won't have any like marks in our fingers or something. So it wouldn't recognize, the whole thing won't recognize it. So the it'll just say unrecognized
So,
or say.
no, excuse me, we are not seeing their hands, only if you are seeing their face.
Miss, the small details like the wrinkles, the what do you say, the structure of the face and all that. And when it's changing its head up and down, you can change the differences.
Yeah, it
See the
always.
Yeah,
differences.
also when AI systems, they also lack emotions and empathy. So it can make their responses make them seem less personal or relatable.
And every single AI background will have a blur effect on the back, or at the same time, they will at least they won't move much because there will be a stabilization.
Yeah,
So that is a problem. If you're like, we can just identify easily.
identify it. Okay. So you have put in your brains together. I know that, and you are well equipped with your answers. Rishabh, would you like to add anything more to that?
I mean, like, we are like in the future we want to develop a like mobile app which can like translate the sign language and provide a better output to the deaf person, like the deaf
Yeah.
person, and
So that there can be discrimination. We can expect that also in the near future. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, group. Thank you very much. Thank you. Over to you, Siddharth.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you, team, once again. Wonderful project. Again, I'm highlighting the point that you showed about how it can be helpful for the society. Now, we have a very special guest joining us. We have a very own dearest manager, sir, Korean sir, joining us. So, welcome, sir. I hope you can hear me. I hope you're clear. Thank you, sir, for joining us. And we'll go ahead with the next part of our project, of our program. And that is the second question of our quiz competition. So, the second question, please. All right. So, the question is, what is the name of the process most commonly used in 3D printing where material is deposited layer by layer to create an object? I repeat, what is the name of the process most commonly used in 3D printing where material is deposited layer by layer to create an object? This is exclusively for our YouTube viewers. So, our enthusiastic students here, please do not answer. And YouTube viewers, it's your time to shine. Time is almost up. And yes, that's it. Okay, so I hope you guys answer the question. And now over to you, Sandra, for the inviting the next project.
Yes, thank you, Siddharth. So next up, we're having yet another enthralling project. The topic is automobile engineering. And the team members are Ihan Fazil, Joel Matthew, Adidev KS, Milan Kuriakose, Matthew. They'll present their project on advancement in automobile engineering, where they have explored various automotive systems and their functionalities, focusing on innovative solutions to enhance performance, efficiency, and safety in modern vehicles.
A very good evening to all of you. Ready to engineer the future of mobility? Join us as we dive in the world of automotive engineering, where innovation drives the road ahead. First, let's understand what is automobile engineering. Automobile engineering is the driving force behind the future of transportation. It involves designing, manufacturing, and operating vehicles of all kinds, from sleek sports cars to heavy duty trucks. The automotive industry is a powerhouse generating over $3.56 trillion in revenue annually. It has seen remarkable growth, doubling its size over the past 20 years. This momentum is set to accelerate with an anticipated annual growth rate of 6.9%. Now, let's have a look on the history of automotive engineering. From ancient dreams to modern marvels, automotive engineering has revolutionized transportation. Early steam-powered vehicles of the 17th century laid the groundwork. Carl Benz's patent motor wagon, often considered the first true automobile, was a significant milestone. The internal combustion engine pioneered by Daimler and Maybach paved the way for modern vehicles. Henry Ford's assembly line made cars accessible to the masses. Today, electric and autonomous vehicles are shaping the future of mobility. Now, I will hand over to my friend to present the types of automobiles.
So this chart displays the types of automobiles. First up, we have conventional vehicles which use fuel relying on an internal combustion engine that's burning gasoline or diesel, emitting pollutants like CO2 and NO3. Hybrid vehicles combine an IC engine with an electric motor and battery. The electric motor assists at low speeds, improving fuel efficiency and slightly reducing emissions compared to conventional vehicles. Plug-in hybrids use both an ICE and a larger battery that can be recharged externally. They can handle electricity alone for short distances, cutting emissions during that time. Once the battery depletes, they switch to hybrid mode. All electric vehicles are only powered by a battery, producing zero type emissions. They rely on electricity and have no combustion engine, making the cleanest kid in the block in terms of direct emissions. An internal combustion engine functions as a heat engine where fuel and air are combusted in a chamber. When the fuel is ignited, it produces gases at high temperatures and pressures. These expanding gases push against pistons or rotors, creating mechanical movement. This movement turns crankshafts, converting the energy from combustion to rotational work that powers the vehicle. The efficiency of an IC engine relies on the precise timing of fuel ignition, and the expulsion of gases, making it complex but highly effective means of converting chemical into mechanical power. A hybrid vehicle uses both an internal combustion engine and the electric motor. The electric motor gets its power from batteries which are charged by regenerative braking, and the ICE. The ICE and electric motor can work together or separately to improve fuel efficiency and reduce emissions. When the car needs more power, both systems can work together, and by more power, I mean climbing hills or high speeds. They both can work together, and during low power needs or need stops, the electric motor can take over. Saving fuel, regenerative braking captures the energy usually lost during braking and it's used to charge the battery, maximizing efficiency. This blend of technologies provide a balanced and eco-friendly driving experience for the drivers and customers. Now I'll hand over to my friend who will talk about electric vehicles, automobile safety, and automobile future.
Electric vehicles. Vehicles that move by converting electrical energy into mechanical energy, which is thereby used to collect kinetic energy, are called electric vehicles. They use electric motors instead of conventional fuel engines. The electric motor converts the battery into torque, which enables mobility. It also uses alternating current connected through copper wires to make the car move. Automobile safety. Automobile safety is one of the most needed things in this world, as it revolves around the use of automobiles for mobility. Automobiles constantly monitor the performance and the surroundings of a vehicle, which can help prevent accidents from happening. It also helps to reduce the impact of the accident. There are various safety features such as ABS, ESC, AEB, and LDW. Mercedes-Benz C-Class is the safest car in the world with many safety features. Automobile future. Sustainable materials are a growing focus in the field of automobile engineering, as sustainable and recyclable materials are required in building cars.
Connected cars are needed in this world because they enable real-time data exchange, remote diagnostics, and enhanced safety features. Hydrogen fuel cells are gaining traction as a clean alternative to traditional combustion engines. Artificial intelligence is nowadays being integrated into various aspects of automobiles, such as predictive maintenance and personalized driving experiences. Now I hand over to my friend to continue the rest.
Autonomous vehicles. Autonomous vehicles, also known as self-driving or driverless cars, are designed to operate independently. In sense, they navigate, make decisions, and drive themselves. They use sensors and radars to navigate without human intervention. Now, let me walk you through the core components of this project. Building a self-driving car requires a combination of advanced hardware and software. Our vehicle relies on a suite of sensors to see its environment. We integrated ADAS feature in this car. ADAS feature means Advanced Driver Assistance. We have used the Level 5 ADAS feature, a car which means it is fully autonomous. This is a prototype of a real-world car and also a step forward to future automobile industry. The ultrasonic sensor in front of the car is used to detect obstacle upcoming and line markings with the help of IR sensor. On the software side, the car's brain is powered by Arduino. These algorithms analyze data from the sensors and make split-second decisions about acceleration, braking, and steering. Now, let me show you a video of our prototype. So this is our prototype. So it is automatically stopping in zebra crossing. After 2 seconds, it automatically moves. Automatic steering around curves. Adaptive line keep assistance. It automatically stops to avoid hitting unusual objects. Automatic stopping to avoid hitting pedestrians. In conclusion, autonomous vehicle represent a glimpse into the future of transportation. In sense, the future of automobile engineering is bright and dynamic, with engineers playing a crucial role in shaping the next generation of mobility solutions. Thank you for joining us on this journey towards transportation mobility.
Hats off, guys. That was actually a really great presentation. I'm sure you're all excited to hear the judgments. Let's hear it from Isra ma'am, shall we?
I believe I've frozen. Oh dear.
Thank you.
Okay, we'll go ahead regardless. It might just be frozen for me. How did your exploration influence your perspective on the future of sustainable mobility solutions?
Miss, could you repeat that? We didn't understand.
Sorry?
Ma'am, could you repeat your question? We didn't understand exactly.
Yes. How did your exploration influence your perspective on the future of sustainable mobility solutions?
Ma'am, we learned that most of the future cars are electric vehicles which require batteries, which are not relying on internal combustion engines which produce zero emissions. So it's really helpful for the environment, other than battery waste and etc. Other than that, in the future, there will be autonomous vehicles which we don't have to even keep your hand. Be going straight forward without us even keeping a finger. Other than that, like displayed in the video, cars will have will automatically decide on what to do by itself and have every second of its driving experience into the road.
Ma'am, you're on mute.
Yeah, ma'am.
Isra ma'am, you're muted.
Hi. Can you share a specific aspect of your project where you applied the fundamental principles of engine mechanics to propose an innovative solution?
Ma'am, we implemented mostly this car's electric, meaning it's sustainable for the environment and produce zero emissions. Other than that, the car is powered by an Arduino, which is a microcontroller, which helps the car move by itself and it makes
We
decisions by
use
its own.
sensors to detect obstacle and line markings.
The car can stop at zebra crossings, and if nothing is detected for like 5 seconds or something, the car
Two
will start
seconds.
moving without any interference. And in curves, this the IR sensor detects that the car is going off the road. In sense, the car activates a signal which reduces the power for one of its motors. This influences the car to move its body, which turns the car. And other than that, if a pedestrian or a dog or anything other than that, which is common in these cities, pops up on the road without anyone noticing, the car will immediately notice it and activate its braking, which will in turn stop the car and stop it from hitting the pedestrian. The stopping will also reduce the impact if it's too late.
Okay, thank you so much.
Thank you, Isra ma'am. Now over to you, Tessie ma'am.
Yeah, okay. Boys, the new concept of automated cars is going to be the new watchword in the coming future by the time you people are on the road. But I have a very personal question to you, whether it is applicable here or not, I'm not sure. Where is the thrill of driving going to be materialized? For any youngster or any person, driving is an art, a skill that he or she acquires. So, if the future is going to be filled with automated cars, how can you derive pleasure when you're personally away from the steering, where the car takes you wherever you want?
Miss,
What do you
this
feel about
Future
this?
car,
the
which
future
is
necessarily does not have to be.
autonomic, and we can also control it by manually. So,
Okay.
Miss, the future necessarily does not have to be fully automated. We can control the car. Right now, it's being implemented. However, the driver's lookout is also being there. For example, nowadays Tesla and BYD,
Yeah,
two of
Tesla
the
is
most large
automated. Yeah.
automated. These
automated
cars
and partially manually controlled.
Auto driving. It is auto driving. Yeah.
forward. They need driver assistance in order to move by itself because these are not qualified to drive by itself without anyone interfering. So we can influence the car. However, mostly in the future, people can drive. However, it's going to be mostly automated, and that's it.
Shall I ask you one question there? Can it be misused?
Miss, by misusing, what do you mean?
Maybe children like you can misuse it probably. Who will correct it? Where will we have a correction there, or who will stop? Because it is self-driven, it can be misused, it can be exploited because the children may resort to making use of the vehicle if it is auto-driven. So there ought to be a check for that because
Miss,
technology is there to help us, not to
Yes,
mislead
there,
us.
there,
Yeah, Joel?
there even
Yes,
might be security systems like anything, like fingerprint or something in the future.
Okay. Adidev?
yes,
Miss,
there will
other
be
than that,
a camera or something like that to detect an child or a adult.
Adult. Okay.
Miss, nowadays, like even in Tesla and BYD, they mostly require an access card, which we have to show it to the like door handle in order for it to unlock. This, if we do not have this access card, we can't get into the car. And if if the access card gets in the car by any chance, it will not lock because like it detects the card in the car and like it won't lock. So even if children get the access card, security systems like fingerprints can be used, which children cannot unlock unless the children has the password and security center.
Okay, one more question. Doing this project, what were the threats you faced or the hardships? What are the challenges in front of you and how could you overcome that?
Yes, we had a lot of challenges like doing all the sensors together, working the sensors together, and issue in coding and also.
Miss, we actually were not sure about the prototype until like Ihan popped up because like Ihana goes for a robotics class, like so like we knew so he knew like coding languages and all. So like it came to be
So
useful in our prototype.
each one of you contributed in your own way, isn't it so?
Yes, miss.
Yes,
Okay,
miss.
so
Yes,
that
miss.
was a collective effort. Thank you. Okay, thank you very much, boys. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you,
thank
ma'am.
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am. Thank you, ma'am, for that wonderful question, and thank you, team. That was really impressive and exciting to see how deeply you understood your own project, and how excited and ready you were for giving your answers, even to the deeply personal and interesting question posed by Tessie, ma'am. That was brilliant answer. Thank you, team. And we shall move on to the next project. Okay, so another exciting project. Next up, it's drone technology. And the team members are Saket Salvi, Ayam Bhoria, Nathan Ebi Matthew, and Arin Subramanian. They will be presenting their project on advancements in drone technology, exploring innovative applications and systems to enhance aerial performance, automation, and real time navigation capabilities. So, I hope you guys are ready. So, over to you, team.
I think you're on mute.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to our presentation. Let's fly to the future presented by me, Arjun Subramanian, Nathan Ebi Matthew, Saket Salvi, and Aryam Bhoria. This session highlights the transformative power of drone technology. Today, we'll explore how this technology, created by Abraham Karim, who is often known as the father of drone technology, revolutionizes industries and tackles real world challenges. Delivery and logistics have often inefficiencies, particularly in remote areas where traditional methods fail short, accessing hard to reach locations, whether during disaster response or in rugged terrains, presenting significant obstacles. Additionally, technological and economic growth remain slow in industries like agriculture, inspection, and environment monitoring. These issues emphasize the demand for innovative solutions. The drones are uniquely suited for address, offering speed, precision, and efficiency across a wide range of applications. Drones, also known as unmanned aerial vehicles or UAVs, are changing how we interact with the world. These advanced flying machines offer unique perspectives and are rapidly becoming indispensable across industries. From agriculture to emergency response and logistics, drones are performing tasks with greater speed, accuracy, and safety than ever before. They are versatile tools allowing us to reimagine how how we approach complex problems as a drone continues to evolve drones will remain at the forefront of innovation, transforming industries and reshaping the future we approach as everyday tasks.
The drone flying. The science of drone flight is rooted in Newton's third law. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. When a drone's propellers push air downward, an equal force lifts the drone upward, enabling it to hover, ascend, or maneuver. Engineers leverage this principle to design drones that are stable, agile, and capable of precise movements. This ability to hover and adapt in real time makes drones invaluable for tasks ranging from inspections to aerial photography, even in challenging environments. Drone anatomy and components. The anatomy of a drone is key to its functionality. Essential components include propellers, a GPS module, sensors, a flight controller, and a power source. The flight controller acts as the brain, stabilizing the drone and processing data from the sensors. GPS ensures precise navigation while propellers generate the necessary lift for the flight. These components work seamlessly to enable drones to perform complex tasks from capturing high quality images to delivering goods, even in demanding environments. History and evolution of drone technology. The history of drones date back to the 1930s when radio control was first introduced. Initially, drones were used for military purposes, including target practice and reconnaissance. Over time, advancements in technology transformed drones into versatile tools equipped with advanced sensors, cameras, and navigation systems. Today, drones serve a wide range of industries from agriculture to infrastructure, inspection, and media. This evolution from basic military applications to complex commercial and recreational uses underscores the incredible adaptability and potential of drone technology. Types of drones. Drones come in various types, each designed for specific purposes. Multi-rotor drones are the most common, known for their stability and ease of use, making them ideal for hobbyists and professionals. Fixed-wing drones are better suited for long-range tasks as mapping and surveying. Hybrid drones, combining features of quadcopters and fixed-wing designs, offer great versatility. Lastly, but not VTOL drones, also known as vertical takeoff and landing, can hover like quadcopters and transition to forward flight like fixed wing drones, making them perfect for a mix of stationary and long distance tasks. Over to you, Saket.
Thank you, Nathan. Now let's talk about drone applications across industries. Drones are revolutionizing several industries. In agriculture, they enable precision farming by monitoring crops and applying pesticides with pinpoint accuracy. In infrastructure, drones enhance safety by inspecting bridges, power lines, and other critical structures. During emergencies, drones assist in search and rescue missions, disaster management, and delivering medical supplies. For surveying and mapping, drones create detailed 3D models and maps, streamlining planning processes. These applications demonstrate how drones enhance efficiency, safety, and accuracy while reducing costs and environmental impact, making them indispensable across various sectors. In logistics, drones are transforming how goods are delivered, especially in remote or disaster stricken areas where traditional delivery methods are impractical. They provide faster, more reliable solutions, such as delivering medical supplies or essential goods. In the media and entertainment industry, drones are redefining storytelling. They capture stunning aerial footage, offering unique perspectives that enhance visual creativity. These applications showcase the versatility of drones in improving efficiency and opening up new possibilities across multiple industries. The, the history of drones. The history of drones dates back to the 1930s when radio control was first introduced. Initially, drones were used for military purposes, including target practice and reconnaissance. Over time, advancements in technology transformed drones into versatile tools equipped with advanced sensors, cameras, and navigation systems. Today, drones serve a wide range of industries, from agriculture to infrastructure inspection and media. Drones offer numerous advantages. They save time and reduce costs by automating tasks. They provide access to remote or hazardous areas, ensuring safety in high risk environments. Their precision enhances efficiency in agriculture, infrastructure, and logistics. Lastly, drones minimize environmental impact, particularly in resource management and conservation efforts.
Right, all right. So thank you, team. That was another great presentation. And once again, back to you, Ashra ma'am, for your feedback and a few questions to our young geniuses.
Thank you. Well done, boys, for that presentation. How did you enhance your understanding of drone technology and its diverse applications?
We learned that drones in presently drones can be used for in many industries for like for example serving medicines into a village or something can be way slower in like trucks and vehicles and stuff, and it will be way more faster in with drones.
Well done, thank you. Would anybody else like to add? Okay, can you elaborate on a real world scenario where drones proved crucial in achieving a successful outcome?
Miss, in real world examples, there aren't much examples as for now because drones haven't been that advanced to an extent. But like examples such as disaster management, in which drones can be small enough to give a response to people who are trapped or basically in a help, so that the drones can reach to those places where they are like inaccessible by humans. So like drones can be used as an example of that.
I think that's already happening, believe it or not. So I've seen where it's happened, where a lot of SWAT teams, police use drones so that they're able to see what's happening before they actually engage, with the criminals and so on. So good expectation for the future. How do you envision the future integration of drone technology in various industries?
Is the future drone technology is ready, capabilities right? Of the drones will be more enhanced. Like it will be able to do way more complex tasks.
For example, what do you think they could be able to do in the future?
Miss, it will be able to process more data and like it will be like for example, it will be able to process high data in low amount of time. And in the future, we'll be seeing swarm intelligence. That means like a group of drones grouping together and working on a situation. Like for that, they'll be able to visualize the scenario from various various views.
Okay, what type of industries do you think it could infiltrate as well?
Industries like movies have used drones.
In agriculture also it is used. Delivery, agriculture, medical, then like
Healthcare, yes.
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
All right, thank you, Asha ma'am. Thank you guys for your feedback. Now, Tessie ma'am.
Yeah. So, children, you were talking about the drones and the future of it as a technology booster. What will be the negatives that you presume that can come along with using drones
Miss,
for the enhancement?
there are privacy concerns in which drone can be used for like taking photographies of like privacy will
Misuse.
be less. Privacy will be way lesser if drones are used by cameras. And also in some restricted airspaces, drones can go without manual input because they can be fed with data and all. So like it can be on a negative side.
Leak of leak of data, breach of data can happen.
Yes,
Okay.
and the main disadvantage is the cost. Like many people can't afford like the drones. Like the normal drones, then also can be afford, but the more useful drones.
Complexity of it may
Yeah.
not be affordable. Okay.
Ma'am,
And yeah, Aryan.
if it is on like the air and suddenly malfunctions, it can
Yeah.
like spoil and cause huge injuries for someone.
Oh, yes, that is also obviously a threat. Now, what were the hardships you as a team faced while you were preparing this project?
To be honest, we didn't face that many difficulties, but one of the main difficulties we faced were like we planned on making new PPTs for every round. So we had to collect data for all the PPTs. We added new data. So
Okay, so your research went well. You were on the research area and you could
plus
explore more and find more so that
yes, miss.
you could contribute in your own way. That shows
And
how equipped you are, and that is the beauty behind such competitions where you put in your effort, you research, and you bring back information so that it is informative to the others also. Thank you. Thank you, children.
everyone completed on time and like
On time. Yeah.
yeah, it was smooth.
All
Okay.
right. Okay.
Saket, anything to add? Saket, would you like
No,
to
miss.
add anything?
Nothing. They spoke all the points.
Okay. Thank you, boys. Thank you very much.
Okay. So
Siddharth,
thank you.
over to you.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Okay. So thank you to the team once again. It was very nice seeing your honesty and passion to each other as a team. So thank you, ma'ams, for the question, and thank you, team, for the brilliant answers and the brilliant presentation. Now again, back to Sandra for the last topic.
Yes. Next up, as Siddharth mentioned, we have the final project of the HBT program. And the topic is 3D printing. Team members are Suzanne Sushil, Nihar Advaid, Nevin Thomas. They have worked on a project focused on 3D printing to demonstrate how 3D printing can be used to create prototypes, models, and functional objects, showcasing its potential in manufacturing and design. Over to you, team.
What if I told you that 80% of prototypes are being made using traditional methods? How can we change that? 3D printing, where imagination meets innovation. Moving on to the next slide, we have the content list for today's presentation. What is 3D printing and history, Tinkercad design, design complications, etc.
Next, we move on to the main question of today's presentation. What is 3D printing? A 3D printer is a printer which uses materials like powdered plastic, edible materials, titanium, etc. instead of the ink. This technology is also known as additive manufacturing. It uses computer aided design modeling to create objects by adding materials layer by layer. Next, we are going to travel a few years back. We reach the year 1964 with Hideo Kodama patenting the photostereolithography and Chuck Hull being the father of the SLA on 1986, and eventually FDM was invented by Scott Crumb in 1989.
Here we have the Tinkercad design, designed by the team using the web application Tinkercad. 3D printing is ideal for creating a shuttlecock because it allows for intricate, detailed designs that are difficult to achieve with the traditional molding method. The feathered structure of a shuttlecock requires aerodynamics and precision, which 3D printing handles effortlessly. Unlike molding, which is expensive for small batches due to high tooling costs, 3D printing is cost effective and enables easy customization and prototyping. It also reduces material waste by using only what's necessary and supports lightweight, durable materials, making the process both efficient and environmentally friendly. Moving on to the next slide, we have challenges faced in 3D printing and design complications in 3D printing. Designing a 3D shuttlecock involves several challenges due to its intricate structure. The feather-like fins require precision to maintain balance, aerodynamics, and durability, which can be difficult to achieve in digital model, ensuring the correct weight distribution and structural stability without compromising on the flexibility was another hurdle. Additionally, selecting the right materials for 3D printing to mimic the performance of traditional shuttlecock posed a challenge. As a 3D printer is not working, we couldn't print it.
Next is about parts of a 3D printer. A 3D printer basically consists of a filament, extruder, hot end, print bed, and LCD screen. Filament is a thermoplastic thread used to create 3D objects in a 3D printer. Extruder is a part that melts and deposits filament to build a model. Hot end is a vital component of 3D printer that melts and extrudes plastic filament into layers to create a 3D object. Print bed is a flat surface where a 3D printer deposits material to build an object. LCD screen is a liquid crystal display that acts as a mask to cure resin in layers to create a finished part. Next is about the types of a filament. Filaments are the materials used to create the final product layer by layer. The best in common filament used in 3D printing are PLA, ABS, PETG, nylon, and TPU.
Now that you explore the various types of filaments used in 3D printing, let's take a look at the different types of 3D printers that utilize these filaments. We have the FDM, SLA, and SLS. The fused deposition modeling is the most common type of 3D printer. It uses thermoplastic materials and is very cost effective. Next, we have the SLA, which creates highly accurate products at great speed with UV lasers. Last but not the least, we have the SLS, which uses a laser to fuse powdered materials layer by layer. Imagine building with blocks, but instead of blocks, you're using tiny layers of material. Here's how the process of 3D printing works. First, create a 3D model using CAD software. Next, convert the model into an STL file. After that, you slice the model into thin layers. This is done using the software that generates instructions or G-code. And then finally, the 3D printer builds the object layer by layer following the instructions. So what makes 3D printing so powerful? For starters, it enables rapid prototyping, which saves both time and money. It also reduces material waste and offers limitless customization options.
3D printing is used everywhere nowadays. But where is it actually making an impact? Well, it's used in prototyping, allowing engineers and designers to test and refine their ideas. In medicine, it enables in the creation of custom prosthetics, precise dental molds, and accurate surgical models. In education, 3D printing helps students learn STEM concepts in a more interactive and hands-on way. Jewelry makers use 3D printing to create complex and custom designs that would be impossible to make otherwise. Next, I would like my teammate Suzanne to continue.
Then you're on mute.
Suzanne, you're on mute.
Now let's talk about the prospects of 3D printing. 3D printing could be used to create customizable homes, offices, building facades, and other architectural substances. 3D printing could be used for on-site construction using locally available materials, which could revolutionize space missions. Now let's talk about essential insights. Growth projection. The 3D printing industry is expected to grow significantly with 97% of manufacturers polled expecting the use of 3D printing to grow within the next 5 years. Now, let's talk about the softwares of 3D printing. 3D printing software enables designers to create, edit, and optimize 3D models. Popular options like Tinkercad, Fusion 360, and Blender offer tools for modeling, slicing, and simulation. Thank you.
All right, so thank you, team. Once again, that was another wonderful presentation, may I add. It was really exciting to know more about 3D printing. In a world where everything is changing, everything can be created like this. That was indeed the future and the present now. So, over to you, Esther, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Well done for your collaboration on this project. Reflecting on your study of 3D printing advancements across industries, how do you think this technology is changing traditional product design? I remember when I was younger, it was so difficult to do anything using a computer, and now we're able to do something as great as a 3D model. So reflecting on that, can you share?
Can you repeat again? It was lagging a bit. Sorry.
It's okay. How is it changing? So how is, now that we have this possibility of creating 3D models, how is it changing the traditional sense of product design?
I don't think 3D printing is well known to people right now. But then 3D printing could give lots of benefits, like people who want things ready-made soon could have 3D printed instead of buying it. Like instead of buying a lot of things, they could buy 3D printing things at home. And
Okay, thank you. Can you share a notable experience of designing and printing something small as a 3D object that challenged your creativity? You can only imagine when you're doing something so intricate, with it being so tiny. Did this challenge your creativity?
Yes, ma'am. When we are creating the fins of the feather of the shuttlecock, we need to duplicate the entire shape more than 56 times. That is a really, intricate structure. We had to do we had to add so many shapes.
Mm-hmm.
That difficult challenge we faced when we were designing the shuttlecock.
Okay, thank you. And my last question is, considering the potential of 3D printing to reduce waste, which is something very important, how do you envision leveraging this technology in future projects to drive innovation? Particularly speak about the sustainability aspect, the reducing of waste. Would you like me to repeat the question?
Yes,
miss.
No problem. So, considering the potential of 3D printing to reduce waste, how do you envision leveraging this technology in future projects to drive innovation? Think about how the world is going to be more sustainable now that we have these technologies available to us.
3D printing reduces material waste a lot. It uses material only by layer and reduces waste compared to traditional subtractive manufacturing methods. It also could save a lot of energy. 3D printing can be more energy efficient than the traditional manufacturing methods. And 3D printing can also use locally sourced materials, and it also has a more product lifespan extension, and you could also reduce transportation emissions, reducing the need for like transportation and associated emissions.
Okay, thank you so
When
much.
we're also doing the 3D printing,
Yes.
nothing goes waste. When we are like melting the plastic, nothing goes waste. There's no excess. So if we finish the 3D printing, the filament is cut off and we can restore it. We can store the excess filament and we can use it for other uses in 3D printing itself.
Okay, good. Well done. Thank you.
All right, so thank you
Thank
for
you.
the answers. Thank you, Esther ma'am. Now over to you, Tessie ma'am, for a few questions for your feedback.
Just one or two things that I just thought of regarding your presentation. I would like to know regarding the cost effectiveness. You said that wastage will be less and the things can be reused. So do you think it is affordable? You were telling that people can buy the 3D printer and keep it at home. What about the cost regarding this? Somebody can answer.
Ma'am, while doing the shuttlecock itself, for small batches, if we create, we will have more cost because we have to buy the 3D printed mold. But when we design a model, there are so many online services which can print our STL format, and they will give us the final product. That is really cost efficient, which will take around 800 rupees or something. But
So you
when we are doing the molding, we will have more cost.
money
This
going
molding is
into it.
usually used for making mini shuttlecocks. Like Yonex,
Okay.
the company uses to make plastic shuttlecocks. They use molding instead of 3D printing because molding it is less time it is using, and they can create more than in 3D printing.
Okay.
3D printing,
But when
it
it
can
comes to 3D, oh, it'll be easy for them, it
yes,
seems.
it takes
Okay.
time.
Okay. So my common question to all the groups which I've been asking, what were your threats that you experienced, or what were the threats around you when you are trying to present this or prepare this project?
Ma'am,
And how did you overcome it?
initially we thought not having a 3D printer to visually learn or understand initially would be a disadvantage to us. However, as we delved deeper into research, we realized that this limitation actually became a blessing in disguise. Like, as the saying goes, what seems to us as bitter trials are often blessings in disguise. This allowed us to educate ourselves and our audience on the benefits and applications of 3D printing, and provide a fresh perspective on the technology. So basically, not having a 3D printer was a challenge that turned into an opportunity for us to learn and grow. It taught us to be more resourceful and adaptable, and to look for the silver lining in every obstacle.
Okay. Anything to add on to it, Suzanne? Anything to add to this? What was your contribution in this, or how did you pull in your service? It's okay. It's okay. I just wanted to know how you did it as a group and what were your hardships. Thank you. Each one has done well. Thank you. Thank you, children. Thank you very much,
Thank
children.
you.
Siddharth.
Okay, so thank you, ma'am. Thank you, Esther ma'am. Thank you, Tessie ma'am. Thank you guys for your wonderful presentation. It was really, really inspiring to hear how you made your disadvantage an advantage and learned and created opportunities through your challenges. Now, over to you, Sandra.
Yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, as we conclude this remarkable event, we reflect on a day filled with knowledge, inspiration, and incredible achievements. Today was not just an event, but a journey of learning and discovery. We witnessed the brilliant minds of our students, the insightful guidance of our judges, and the unwavering support of everyone involved.
Now, it's my honor as I call upon a super judge for her input and her feedback. Esther ma'am, over to you for your feedback of the entire program.
Hi, I feel like it's very similar to yesterday, which is great. I really do believe that we've got a bright future when we've got students like yourselves thinking about the different aspects of how we can make this world a better place, more efficient, more sustainable, reduce waste, which is a huge thing, more inclusive. I'm very happy that I got to hear about something about inclusion today with the sign language, so that's wonderful. It can only make me feel very happy inside about the future that we have. And it's over to you as students to become the leaders that we need for our world.
Thank you, ma'am. Yes, that is indeed true. You know how anything technologically, even though we progress and develop, in the end, it is all for the betterment of our society and our world. So,
Exactly.
so thank you, ma'am, for your feedback. And now over to our very dearest Tessie, ma'am, for her feedback and word of thanks. Thank you, please, ma'am. Ma'am, you're on mute, Tessie, ma'am.
Mm. Yeah,
Okay,
the
thank you.
2 days journey that we had, which is literally the towards the fag end of the 3 month long preparation or the planning that the students had with their mentors in the lab and online obviously has turned out to be effective, whereby it was a wonderful journey for the children and an exposure for them. Because at this tender age, they are exposed to the different intricacies and the different possibilities, the threats, the challenges, and the solutions. The children researched, found solutions, tried to do the things in the proper organized manner itself speaks volumes about the effort taken by the whole of the Toc-H team. And it is a wonderful learning experience, as I often say. Each and everything that we do draws us closer to our ultimate big picture, where these children are literally going to be the stewards of progress, bearing in mind inclusivity and also not hampering the existing situation where they will not become threats. They will go along with the guidelines, follow the rules, follow the instructions so that they will make the world a better place in the future in the world of technology. So, this was a wonderful learning experience for me too. And thank you for giving me an opportunity to be part of this. Thank you very much. And God bless each one of you, my dear children.
Okay, thank you so much, ma'am, for your feedback. And it is indeed true how you spoke about the opportunities for the children to learn so much in this young age. And next on, we have our very dear Vice Principal, ma'am, Shanti, ma'am. She will be joining us for her vote of thanks and feedback. Shanti, ma'am.
Hello, can you see me?
Yeah.
Oh, yes,
Yeah.
ma'am, we can see you.
Good evening, Team Toc-H. First and foremost, I would like to congratulate all the teams for the wonderful presentation of your projects. What I felt is, along with your love and interest towards science, I was amazed by the presentation skills each one of you had. And I could see the amount of research each one of you have put in your projects. That is evident from the way you are answering to the judges' questions. And one of the answers of one of the participants, I really loved that answer, that he or she didn't face that much obstacle in the project. The reason was each and every member of the team did his or her part meticulously, well planned, and so it was not a difficult journey. I really loved that. That shows a beautiful team spirit that was shown by the team members. Good exposure for all the participants, and just as Ezra Osman's judge, the super judge said, the future looks bright. I'm happy for this program. Thank you. God bless each one of you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And again, it is indeed true. You know, the teamwork, the passion, the understanding of each of their project. That was very evident. It's shown through in all of their presentations, and it was very impressive. So thank you so much, ma'ams, for your feedbacks, and thank you to all the teams for their wonderful presentations. Now we also have a few of our parents joining us for the parents feedback. First up, we have Miss Pratiksha. She is Tejas's mother. Tejas presented the artificial brain project yesterday. So, Pratiksha, ma'am, over to you.
Thank you, Siddharth. Good evening, all the judges, principal ma'am, all the teachers, mentors, students, and lovely parents out there. First of all, I would like to say thank you for bringing me into this. I'm seeing this. I'm like not being as a parent, but as a viewer, I could see that lot of enthusiasm. These kids are bringing up a lot of enthusiasm. Deep knowledge, as ma'am informed, as ma'am was saying that they are well researched, they are well articulated, they know how to present it, they are not at all stuck where whenever there is a question asked by the judges, they are not stuck. They are coming up with their answers. That itself shows that they have in-depth knowledge in their area, whatever they have chosen for the presentation, and they have learned it. And I could see, as a parent, I could see that this is not all of a sudden came in. They have learned it from the past 1 or more than 1.5 months. All of these kids are working around on this presentation. Teachers, the mentors, they are all working around it. Lots of grooming happened, lots of back and forth calls happened, discussions happened. I could see that all that paid a lot. So I would say, like, thank you to all the team members, putting up your effort. Thank you to the mentors. They did very well. My son is only at sixth standard, and he himself, like few of the things from this participation, the positive thing that I could say is time management. Presenting all these things within the time box, it itself is a great thing. They are learning this, right? Like, not I'm seeing that winning is not at all a big thing. Anyone can win. It's not a big thing. I could say that learning these nuances, small pieces of things, time management, group activity, how to manage within the group, how to a 4-member team to manage the 4-member team, or a 5-member team. It's itself is a big thing. I could see that all these positive things will be really helpful in their future life. So congratulations to all the participants, all the best. And thank you to the teachers, to mentors, and thank you so much for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, ma'am. You know, with parents like you backing our next generation, it is obvious that everyone will be looking forward for a bright future ahead. So, thank you so much, ma'am. And now, one
Thank
more
you.
parent we have joining us is Miss Sumita Prabhu. She is Hrishikesh's mother, and he presented the artificial intelligence project today. So, Sumita, ma'am, please do go ahead.
Hello, good evening to all. With due respect, thank you for giving me an opportunity to give the feedback session. And I take this privilege to congratulate the management of the school for its endless effort in organizing such a big event. And I'm really feeling proud seeing all the children doing excellently well. And this is a nicely organized and planned one. And I'm very grateful to the principal, vice principal, teachers, coordinators, the mentors for the success of this program. And I highly appreciate the pain that is taken by the teachers and all others for boosting the confidence in all of these children. And now, at last, I finally want to suggest one thing. Let this be a motivation to other students also for the upcoming years to participate in such a program and to bring a better and a well-planned innovative project in the future. Let's hope for the next season. Thank you all.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. And indeed, let this be a motivation for years to come. And thank you so much to both the parents. It's indeed your support, all the parents' support that makes this event possible and make the efforts of the students so extraordinarily very nice. So thank you so much, parents. And now it's only right if we hear it from our very own students who presented their project, isn't it? So next up, we have the students' feedback. First up, we have Anika Jayakrishnan joining us with her feedback. Anika?
Yes, hi. Participating in the HPT competition was a fantastic experience to me. I had a wonderful time working with my team and learning new skills. Our school's tinkering lab provided us with the perfect environment to experiment and innovate. I'm so grateful to the opportunity to have participated in this competition. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Anika, for that heartfelt message. And next up, we have Navneet Krishna. Navneet, please do give us your feedback.
So I am actually grateful for this event and thank you judges for your dedication to us and all the other participation people right now. So participants valued our encouragement and advice, which inspire them to refine their solutions. We were also enhancing future competitions, and we suggest more explicit weighting of evaluation criteria and the inclusion of live question and answer sessions for direct interaction with participants. We would also like to thank the Tinkering Lab for helping us in the sessions to connect the wires and to like in helping in the Arduino. So thank you, Manjula Miss, for helping us. Thank you all.
All right, so thank you, Navneet. That was wonderful to hear. And before I move any further, it's only right if we hear it from our very own, very dearest Manjula Miss, is it not? And might I add, she has been the backbone of this entire program. For the past few months, she has been helping with organizing it, helping with training the children, training everyone, coordinating everything. So, Manjula ma'am, over to you.
I really take this moment to thank every one of my kids. Firstly, let me take this moment to just give a huge hug to you. Just say thank you. Just for trusting in this process, trusting in me. Throughout from the day one of orientation till this day of the grand finale, the effort that you have put upon, the time that you have spent, the group work, the team work that you have done, everything you surprised me from day one till this day. Let me believe me when I say that from the sixth standard students, the artificial brain, let it be the automobile engineering team that they have presented today. I was pretty surprised when I see the prototype. They haven't even said that they are going to make a prototype. On a day when I was when I was asked to see their presentation, they had this prototype and they were saying they were like, ma'am, look at this is the prototype that we have made. And I was pretty wondered. Seven standard students, they made an autonomous car for themselves, and they pretty much like they didn't even ask for a single help from me. They did it on their own. And the same is the case for, when you talk about the IoT project for that case, or, artificial intelligence grade 9 for that case, everyone came up with their own idea. Though I have been telling them they had exams in between, they had a lot of assignments, the regular class assignments, academic stuffs, and they managed pretty well to cooperate all these things together, and they surprised me from day one till this day. I don't know how to thank you guys. I seriously don't know how to thank you. Together we did this, and I'm so happy and I'm so proud. That's only one thing I had to say. I'm so proud of all of you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am. And yes, I mean, with teachers like you backing them, giving them all the support and motivation you need, it's not very surprising to see even our little kiddos from 6th standard and 7th standard putting up such marvelous projects. So thank you, ma'am. Thank you to all the teams behind this. Thank you to everyone. And over to you, Sandra.
Yes, thank you, Siddharth. Kudos to all the participants. Actually, you have truly amazed us with your innovative ideas and presentations. Your dedication and creativity shine brightly, and we actually look forward to seeing what you will accomplish in the future.
For all the participants wondering and anxiously waiting, the results will be announced later within 2 to 3 days. So we're going to keep you waiting just a bit more, to build up that nervousness, that excitement. So after 2 to 3 days, after evaluating the judges' reports and consultations, everything will be out for you guys to watch.
Yes. And we extend our heartfelt gratitude to the school management, the teachers, and all our well wishers out there for their support in making this event a resounding success. Your encouragement and assistance have been invaluable.
Thank you, dear Siddharth and Sandra, for building up the tempo and bridging the gaps, and the chain was unwavering. The chain kept on moving so that there was no dearth anywhere. Thank you very much, both of you. God bless you, because you two did a wonderful job. Because somebody has to be there. We were behind the scene. Manjula was behind the scene, and you were literally taking the program ahead. Thank you. It is obviously going to be a good experience for you too, because you can maneuver the things in a steadfast manner. Thank you.
Thank
I'm
you
really
so much.
sorry. Really sorry to interfere. I really sorry that I missed out you guys' name. So
It's
on a
okay.
day, I called them and I was like, Siddharth and Sandra, you guys gonna do that? And they were like, yes, ma'am, we are gonna do that. So there wasn't any, hesitation, or there
No
wasn't
inhibition
even
on
any
their part.
questions or question marks. They were like, yes, we are on it. Trust me on that. And thank you from the, very beginning till this time. You guys managed pretty well. Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you, ma'am. It was our pleasure doing this.
Proud of the whole team, each and every team, and their parents also, because it is their ideas that the parents have watched for, and the parents trusted them and give them the hands-on. So obviously, the children and the parents also deserve an applause. Thank you. Looking forward to
Truly.
future competitions like this, because now, Manjula, you will be in a tough position. There will be others demanding this. You will have to coin out something for them, because it is obviously going to create a havoc, because only a few got an opportunity now, and it is
True
going to be
thing.
a tough roller coaster for you.
I'm happy to do. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, thank
Thank
you,
you,
ma'am.
Esra ma'am. Thank you very much. All the way from US, you are here, part of the show. Thank you. It was good to learn from you a lot. Thank you.
It was an absolute pleasure. Wonderful students. So it was a complete pleasure.
Thank you, ma'ams. And just so we know, it was both of our pleasure doing this. And I'm completely sure we both learned much more than we knew on anything, any topic. So thank you so much to all the teams for educating us, for giving us this opportunity, and to ma'am, Manjula ma'am and Tessie ma'am, and Esra ma'am for joining all the way from US both the days, and to Sunanda ma'am who could not be here today. And thank you to everyone, all the teams. Sandra?
Is actually we were all very surprised to see how the young kids and then from students from 6th grade and 7th grade, they came up with great ideas, and it actually inspired us to learn more, to do more. It was really a great opportunity for us too. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, so with that, we've come to the end of the program. And until next time, we wish you all the very best. Keep dreaming, keep innovating, and keep making a difference. This is Sandra Priyesh and Siddha Jain signing off. Thank you.
Thank you.